Squeeze La Familia, we back again, man. We got the violent backstory of the Rudest diss track, Abzsav, Tables Turn. This is a request. I just seen it just now, literally. So I'm going to bang this out, pause. Okay, I think he got beef with the Cuz Digga D. They saying he got the Rudest diss track, so that's coming right after this. Alright, so like, comment, subscribe. Let's get this video to 100 likes. Send me some more documentary type things for me to do. Click the links in the description. Follow me on Instagram. Send a request to Instagram. I see this request off of YouTube, but most of the videos y'all see me doing is from requests on Instagram. So go follow me. I'm going to follow you back. You know, and tap in, man. Go get you some merch, man. We got the red and white out now. We got the blue. We got all colors, man. Tap in with us. Squeeze gang. Let's do it.
UK drill fans are going wild right now after a West London rapper called Abzsav dropped probably the rudest 3 songs to ever come out. In today's video, we are going into the backstory of these 3 diss tracks, which will clear up a lot about why they are so violent. Let's get into it.
Let me see. Alright, yeah, so this is what he said. He said you gotta listen to this. Shout out to bro right here. He just left that comment 4 hours ago. So we knocking this out.
So if you're not up to date, like I said before, West London rapper Abzsav just dropped 3 of the rudest diss tracks that ever come out. So rude and disrespectful that it's even opening the question of if dissing the dead should be illegal. Now I know a couple of you guys probably have not heard the songs, so I put them on the screen now, but we'll be breaking them down.
Okay, so we're gonna get to all 3 of these. We're gonna get to these.
Through the history behind all of this. So the rapper who dropped these tunes is a rapper called Abzsav, who's from an area called Norfolk, at the edge of West London. And from the outside in, it doesn't look like the worst area, but Norfolk is home to Abzav's gang, N-Gang. N-Gang is also part of a bigger gang across the London borough of Ealing, which is a collective of members from towns in Ealing called Southall, Greenford, and of course Norfolk. The reason they're called 156 is because the areas covered in the gang are UB1, UB5, and UB6 postcodes. 156 beef quite a lot of West London, especially its surrounding areas, but they are mainly into it with a gang from Rayners Lane, which is a 7-minute drive from Norfolk where Abzsav is from. But 156 are better known for their feud with another gang from West London called CGM, which is infamously the gang of the big rapper Digga D. And despite the beef between Rayners Lane and 156 being more personal, most people are probably familiar with CGM and 156 issues, mainly just because CGM are much more well known than Rayners Lane, with CGM rapper Digga D hitting mainstream type of views on his songs, and other members like Rack 5 and Horrid 1 hitting decent numbers as well. But a big reason to do with CGM's blow up on the scene was actually to do with 156. CGM burst onto the scene around 2016 to 17 under their old group's name 1011, and they blew up faster than any other group at the time, gaining millions upon millions of views in some of their first songs of the group. But one of the main reasons for CGM's blow up was due to a murder which took place in the beef between Rayners Lane and 156. On April 11th, 2017, a 156 member called T-Wiz barely even just walked out of his Norfolk home until he was approached by 2 Rayners Lane members. T-Wiz was heard arguing with the 2 Rayners Lane members before he was stabbed in his stomach. The 2 attackers then fled the scene, and sadly, T-Wiz died later that day. CGM blew up a lot on the early songs due to this death, with CGM mocking him in every song, making the name T-Wiz a well-known name in the UK just off his death. CGM even mocked T-Wiz.
Bro, they doing that disrespectful shit across the globe, nigga. You die, nigga, it's over. You going in songs nowadays, bro. If you got beef with niggas, and you die, just know to let your family know. If you outside right now and you in them streets, let your family know if I die, they gonna disrespect mine. So don't even, feel me? Don't pay it no mind. It's crazy you gotta tell your parents some shit like that, or your kids, because niggas gonna disrespect the dead. I've never really been with that. I might He rapping some shit that I hear in the song, but that shit ain't cool, bro.
So much that members were even banned from saying his name in any future songs. One of the killers of T-Wiz was a Rainers Lane member called T-Rose, and him and the other guy actually managed to beat the murder case due to self-defense. After beating the case, T-Rose then went on to make a drill song about the murder, while also recreating the scene of the murder in the music video. And even while years went by after T-Wiz's murder, 156 members were still out to get him. T-Rose moved around 3 hours from London to a small town called Telford. 156 caught wind of this and rid out 3 hours to Telford, caught T-Rose and
niggas is stepping. Nigga moved 3 hours away. Niggas went to go get him. Niggas went to go get him. Yo, bro, that's crazy. 3 hours away? He killed somebody though, you feel me? This shit real, nigga.
To death 3 years after the murder of T-Wiz. 2 hours before T-Rose's death on the 3rd.
Ain't no motherfucking time or get back. You get back whenever. But they got him 3 years later. He thought it was over. He thought he moved. He thought he was chilling. He was out there lacking. He 3 hours away. He was lacking. I'm telling you, he probably... No, matter of fact, he was a changed man, they said. I did a reaction on him. He thought shit was sweet. Nah, nigga.
Of October. Back in London, another batch of 156 members were also driving around Hayes with a shotgun and revolver, looking for members of another rival gang to 156 called Purple Haze, when they spotted someone who allegedly had links to the gang called Shaq. The members in the car then proceeded to shoot Shaq multiple times with the revolver, sadly killing him on the scene. The car was then dumped, doused with petrol, and burned a few miles away from the shooting. 5 people have been charged with this murder so far, including a 13-year-old boy, but are yet to go to trial. Abzsav mentions
13-year-olds, they stepping. I ain't gonna lie, they gonna beat that shit too. I ain't gonna lie, the UK niggas is beating cases. Y'all beating cases out there. Niggas out here getting smoked. Catch a homie, nigga, you're getting smoked. Not gonna lie to you, niggas is getting smoked.
T-Wiz and Shaq's murder in his Table Turns 1 song, saying 24 hours 2 got dropped. And even at the start of his second diss track, he mocks T-Rose by pretending he's a skeleton. The reason for this was because a couple years back, CGM member Horrid1 mocked T-Wiz by pretending he's a skeleton of him. See, a year before the double murder of Shaq and T-Rose, the tables are very much turned in this feud. Now if you listen to CGM rapper Digga D's tunes, you'll probably hear or see him mentioning a guy called Jojo, but you might have seen him with a diamond ring with the words Free Jojo engraved in it. Well, Jojo was a Rainers Lane member who was getting into it heavy with 156.
Ugly little dude. Free him though, free Jojo. He gotta be the cuz, he fucking with my nigga Digga.
So much that the feds had to relocate him more than an hour away from Rainers Lane to East London and Ilford to keep him out of trouble after he caught a couple cases. But unfortunately, this didn't stop him from getting into it with 156 members, which was clear on November the 18th, 2017. On this day, Jojo left his Ilford home carrying a black motorcycle helmet at 4:45 PM and got a train from Ilford to Norfolk, territory of the 156 gang. He then met up with 3 friends, and around 10 PM, with 2 mopeds and shanks, they started to circle around Norfolk looking for 156 members. Unfortunately, on some bad timing, some affiliates of 156 just happened to grab some drinks from a shop and were heading back to their friend's house to enjoy their Saturday night. When they got to a road called Newnham Close in Norfolk, which was the same road their friend T-Wiz happened to be stabbed to death a few months back, Jojo and his friends spotted the group and jumped off their mopeds to try to catch up to them. The 156 group split up and started running for their lives. But once Jojo and his friends got back on their mopeds looking for the group, they managed to spot an 18-year-old called Jason Isaacs in a dead end separated from his group, which resulted with Jason...
The fuck is you doing in a dead end? That nigga started trying to hide? Nigga, why you ain't run home? Y'all niggas got away. Them niggas had to go back in on their mopeds, nigga. Hey, y'all, why y'all ain't got no knife on y'all? Nigga, I would have a knife on me every day if I lived in the UK. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, nigga. Every day, I have a motherfucking knife on me, nigga.
Stabbed 8 times from a sword and machete. Jason managed to get himself to a friend's house.
Ooh, with a sword and machete. Yikes. Yikes! Bumbacla!
Eventually to a hospital, but a few days later, sadly, he was pronounced dead. The mopeds from the attack were dumped, but later recovered by police. And once the forensic team investigated them, JoJo's blood was discovered on one of the bikes. Not only that, but when the feds pulled up to JoJo's house, they recovered the same puffer jacket, hoodie, and helmet which was shown on the CCTV from the attack. JoJo was eventually charged with the murder, but the only issue was that there was 3 more people to catch. The evidence was crazy on JoJo, but the feds didn't want him just to go down for the murder. But JoJo refused to testify against his friends, and ultimately was sentenced to life with a minimum of 20 years. Just like T-Wiz, Jay was heavily mocked in songs, mainly from Rainer's Lane members, with no type of remorse for the 2 young lives which were lost. And you could tell mentally this really took a toll on Abzsav, who had just lost 2 of his friends. In the recent interview he just done with Fumes the Engineer, he talks about how people were dissing his friends for years. And back then, for a lot of people, it was all fun and games, without anyone realizing that certain guys actually lost a friend in real life. He goes on to say that the reason he called these diss tracks Tables Turn, because he was just replying to all the disses his gang has been getting for years. And when we actually look at the lyrics of his Tables Turn songs, you can see that a lot of disses actually go lyric to lyric with the same disses opposition gangs have said previously, but obviously just changed up to fit the agenda of his gang. But despite all of this, some people still think Abzsav went too overboard, talking about a lot of sensitive situations, like a CGM member called AP's mum dying. He then even goes into dissing big UK
That nigga mom's? Who he this?
rapper Russ, by pretty much saying CGM can't try what they done to Russ, with him dissing AP's mum. A bit of backstory on this, basically around 2 years ago, just like Abzsav, Joe rapper Russ also dissed AP's mum in the group chat between Russ and CGM members. At the time, Russ was cool with CGM, mainly because his right hand, another Joe rapper called Taze, is cousins with a couple CGM members. After dissing AP's mum, Russ had the show, but after decided to go to CGM's block, thinking he's still cool with them. But the tables turned and CGM members robbed Russ for his chain. For a period of time, it seemed like 156 and Russ were cool though, with a 156 member called Nito MB, even featuring on a remix of Russ's hit single 630. But once the song came out, Nito started demanding all over his socials that he wants the song to be taken down, which it eventually was. But despite these CGM and Russ disses, it's clear that Rainer's Lane was the biggest focal point on these songs, with countless disses towards them, mentioning situations like a double shooting on Rainer's Lane members in 2018, or when 5156 members ran into a kebab shop and shot at a couple Rainer's Lane members in 2020. But one of the most painful disses was on a situation that took place quite recently, on the 11th of June 2021. A 15-year-old Rainer's Lane member who went by the name J Taps was on his way to school around 8:30 in the morning when he unfortunately bumped into a 156 member. In video footage, which is way too graphic to post on here, you can see the two get into a tussle, which ended with J Taps being stabbed multiple times and soaked in the blood of Paul in his own school clothes. This was literally broad daylight in front.
Damn, little nigga. How old they said he was? 15? Going to school. Damn, son, that shit be hitting different when you got kids. Or nigga had no kids, nigga be like, fuck it.
Herds of kids making their way towards school. After the stabbing, the kid ran away from the scene, with even builders who are working on the site nearby trying to catch up to the kid until the police came. A 156 member called Slims is currently awaiting trial for this murder, who was also only 15 and was making his way to school, which is crazy to think.
So this shit is crazy. It's the little kids, bro, in school, babies. Them niggas on their way to school, but you gotta be ready, cause niggas is dying. The UK crazy, I ain't gonna lie. Toronto, UK, all that shit is crazy out there. Being so blind to what the fuck going on in other places and only knowing about what's going on over here. They be thinking that shit just sweet. Like, nigga, this one, go on vacation, move to London. Cause I was locked up with niggas from UK, bro. And they was cool and shit, but they wasn't all shit in there, you feel me? So, and they never used to tell me no stories about no crazy shit in UK. One of my roommates was from UK. He was a Jamaican nigga. He lived in, I think he got deported too. He got deported back to London. But, word, he ain't never tell me no, like, we used to talk all the time. But he was on some Bronx shit. Oh no.
that this feud is running so deep that school kids from each side are turning on each other. In Abzav's second diss track, he even mocked J Taps for not making it to his 16th birthday, which is sad to know that somebody so young lost their life to this feud. Just before J Taps' death, he was seen in a couple pictures throwing up gang signs, and literally just a few days before his death, he was seen in the Rainer's Lane music video called For Real, which would have made him a target for 156 members. Apart from Rainer's Lane, Abzsav also takes a dig at pretty much half of West London. Areas like West Drayton, South Acton and Wildstone, who are all lesser known areas to have conflicts with 156, which really makes you deep how much beef 156 actually have. But I want to know what everybody thinks of these tracks. Do people think Abzsav went too far on these? Or do people think it's justified due to the previous mocking of his friends? And most importantly, do people think these tracks are even worth it? It's definitely got the whole community talking and hearing about Abzsav, which could work to his favour in his future career. But with the police taking down his songs, his YouTube channel and even his TikTok, he's probably gonna have trouble in the future making any songs without them being taken down, with the police pretty much having control of what is allowed to be put out there.
That's crazy that they taking shit down like that. I heard they just took down Dougie B shit too out here. I don't know. Yeah, they be taking shit down out here too. They took that Naughty Bop down too.
Also might getting blackballed from the industry, with a lot of labels and shows not really wanting to get involved with controversial artists, which can mess up their brand, which may even prevent other artists from wanting to work with him also. I do think Abzsav is a very talented artist, and if he plays his cards right, he could capitalize on the boost of clout he's now got. But if he doesn't, he's in danger of letting these tracks overshadow his career. It's been your boy Kid Nerd, and peace out. I've partnered up with
like, comment, subscribe, man. Abzsav, I said Abzsav, tables turn. I'm gonna do a reaction on it a little later. Squeeze Gang, I'm out of here. Leave your comments, leave your requests in my DM on Instagram, $so. Squeeze!